Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. Andrew Chang over here. I'm Daniel Saludo, and we are taking you through Week 4 of the 2020 NFL season, the early Sunday afternoon games. And we have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seattle is the favorite here at -6.5, and your total is 54. So Seattle gets teased down to -0.5 a point, basically go win it, pick them. And Miami gets teased up to 12.5, plus 12.5, sorry. Your over gets teased down to 48, and your under gets teased up to 60. So somebody here on my right says, oh, this is an easy choice, right?
Absolutely. Seattle.
Well, I thought you were going to say Miami, damn it.
Oh, man. I mean,
Fitzmagic, bro?
It could be Fitzmagic, it could be Fitztragic. I just don't know. But looking at the line, it is pretty appetizing to just say, ooh, Miami plus 12.5. It's, like you said, you go across some key numbers right there. You get 10, which is nice. But you don't get 14. And I think that Seattle, even with some questionable injuries on that team.
A lot of injuries. A lot of questionable injuries, especially in that secondary. That's the big question mark.
They still got that MVP candidate, that bad man, Russell Wilson, who will just kind of pull tricks out of his hats. And unfortunately, he got a pick six the other day. But we're going to ignore that. I don't think Miami's defense for the deep ball is that great. And, if he can tune in on his wide receivers, DK Metcalf, and not screw around this time, then yeah, I think they got a great shot. Also, in that Dallas game, Tyler Lockett had stone hands. He could not grab on to any balls. So I think if they just work with what they have, which is miles better than what Fitzmagic has, this should be in the bag for them.
They did win last week.
I mean, don't remind me, please. Don't remind me.
They did win last week.
The beard against the mustache, the Battle of Florida. I was wrong. I admit it. Minshew Mania.
Didn't say that. I wasn't having you admit anything. I'm just stating a fact out there that they won last week. I am with you, however, though, and even with all the question marks that Seattle has with all their cornerbacks and safeties, very questionable right now. Chris Carson is questionable to play. If they're smart, they won't play him because you want to save your good running back, especially if you don't have to play him this week against a Miami team who, let's be real, is not very good. But I think you have to take Seattle to just win this game because I don't know if I see a scenario where Miami wins. Do you? Because I don't.
I mean, you mean winning straight up or winning with the teaser line?
Winning straight up, because the only way you lose this bet on Seattle teaser is if Seattle loses.
Correct.
Yeah.
And let me say this, because we thought Arizona couldn't lose to the Detroit Lions. I think if Russell,
it's a different team though. It's
vastly different, but. If Russell Wilson is going to have his MVP performance, there's no way on God's green earth that they will lose.
Yeah, he can't lose this game and still be MVP. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
So I think the smash play here is the -0.5 for sure on Seattle. Even with all the defensive issues that Seattle has, they proved last week, even against a pretty high-scoring offense in Dallas, that they can keep up and be better. So how much better is Miami really going to be? They're not. They don't have the personnel. They don't have the offensive line. They don't have the quarterback to do it. Now, that doesn't mean that Miami won't put up points, because they will, because they're just going to throw like crazy, which actually leads me to also liking the over in this, because it's not a shootout per se, but Seattle's going to put up so many points that Miami's going to have to come back and put up some garbage time points.
Right. And I also feel a level of reassurance, when Seattle was leading throughout that whole Dallas game and Dallas took the lead, and you saw Russell Wilson doing his last drive to score. That actually made me feel real good. He was playing with a sense of urgency. He was aware of all these defensive schemes, and they got another touchdown within I think it was like a minute.
Minute.
Yeah, a minute to go. So I think in high pressure situations like that, if I am falling behind against the Miami Dolphins, which I don't believe that will happen, I definitely can count on Russell Wilson to get me
come back.
a score to come back. And I can say that I count on the defense to hold them, or even just let them score real quick and Russell will get another chance.
I will say that this line has held at -6.5 since the beginning of the week. And I think that's because the books are worried about the Seattle secondary. I would be too if I was only betting -6.5, because this could be like a field goal difference in case Miami really opens up their offense and is able to score. But on a teaser where you get them to basically say, go win me the game, it's a smash play. This is very much up there for me on a chance to be in the no sweat bet. It's high up on the list, and he's thinking about it too. And we will get to the no sweat bet in a much later video, but until then, can't wait to get those out either. But until then, for Andrew Chang, Daniel Saludo here. If you like the info you get in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you are up to date with all of our previews and videos that we have upcoming for the rest of the season. But until next time, don't forget to get your bets in, and of course, don't forget to be a tease.